Hi and welcome to this episode of AGR Tech 1. I'm Alessio, and in today's tutorial we're going to be taking a look at how to root and unlock the bootloader on a HTC One M7. Okay, so in order to get started, there are a few things that we're going to need to do on the device end. So here we have a out-of-the-box, fully stock HTC One M7. This is the international variant of the device. It is running stock Android 4.2 or 4.3 Jelly Bean, which is on the Sense user interface, and we're going to be going ahead and first we're going to unlock the bootloader, and then next we're going to flash a custom recovery, and then from there we will flash Super SU, which will give us root access on the device. So the first step is to configure your settings accordingly. So before we do this, I just want to say that this process will wipe out anything that you have on your device. It will do a factory data reset, so if you have any important information, go ahead and back that up. I'll have some apps in the description that you guys can use to back up your stuff. Basically, all of your apps, your settings, your contacts, text messages, and all of those will be wiped. If you have any music or pictures or anything like that on an external SD card, then that should be fine. Actually, I don't think this phone actually does have an external SD card. So you just need to copy it to your computer. So just go ahead and plug it into your computer, and then go to the internal storage, copy everything, and then paste it onto your PC. That way it's nice and safe. So do that before proceeding, and also I do not take responsibility for any damage that this may cause to your device. Rooting does void your warranty, so proceed at your own risk. This may brick your device if you do not follow all the steps properly, so make sure that you follow everything correctly. Now, once you've gone ahead and backed up all of your data, you want to go ahead and launch up your settings. And you're going to need to configure a few things. I do apologize if you can't see. And you just want to scroll down, go to About, and you want to go to Software Information, and then go to More. And then you want to see the build number. You want to hit on that a bunch of times until it says you are now a developer. And then hit the back key. Go back in your settings, and then go and you'll see a new setting that says developer options. We want to go ahead and enable that, and then hit OK, and make sure that it's toggled on. And then you want to tick, sorry, not that one, you want to tick USB debugging, and then hit OK, and scroll down here, and everything else we can leave as normal. Then hit the back key, and then go to power, okay? And you want to see an option that says fastboot. You want to turn that off, and I'll have all the steps in the description, as well as all the commands that you need to type out on your PC. So once you've gone ahead and you've actually disabled fastboot, we can close out of settings real quick and just power down the device. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and power off the phone. Okay, so once the device is powered down, we're going to go ahead and use the volume rockers. So we're going to go volume down and the power button together until it boots into a white screen, which is the bootloader. So once you see a screen that looks like this, you want to use the, actually keep it like that. And once it's like that, you want to go ahead and connect your phone to your PC. Now this tutorial assumes that you are using Windows. If you are on Mac or Linux, the tutorial is slightly different. There are different files needed. But this tutorial will be showing you how to do it on Windows. So once you've gone ahead and connected your phone, you can go ahead and put it aside, and I'll go ahead and turn off the camera and switch over to the PC. Okay, so once we've gone ahead and connected our device to our PC, you need to install all the correct drivers. Now, I'll attach a link in the description to all the files that you need. And inside that file you will have a installer for the drivers, but if you're using Windows 7 or higher, as soon as you plug it in, Windows should automatically go through and install the drivers for you. Now if it doesn't, you can go ahead and install the drivers that I have included in the package from my site, or you can actually go ahead and try this one here. It's ADB Universal Driver. Go ahead and download that for your PC, and that may work for you. I'll leave a link for this in the description just in case, but you should be able to just plug it in, and Windows by default should go ahead and find it for you. So once you've gone ahead and plugged it in and your device is recognized, you want to go to my site, agrtech1.com. This is my new site, and basically you want to go to the downloads menu, and then drop down here and then go to HTC One. and I've already gone through and packaged all the files that you need. So you just want to scroll down and you'll see a bunch of different tools here. So the first thing that we want to do is go ahead and click on HTC One Root. Now I just want to clarify that this particular tutorial is for the GSM international variant of the HTC One M7. If you have a carrier branded version of the phone, so if some of you guys may live in the US, if you guys have Sprint, Verizon, or I believe it's T-Mobile or AT&T or something like that, if you have any of those, then you'll need to have a different version of TWRP or CWM recovery. The first step which I'll be talking about, which is unlocking the bootloader, is universal, so that will apply to all carrier branded devices. As long as it's a HTC One M7, they're all the same. The only thing that's different is a different version of TWRP or CWM recovery. So for this particular tutorial, I'll be using the files for the GSM version, which is the international version. If you have a carrier branded version, then you'll need to go ahead and do a Google search for the correct TWRP or CWM recovery image for that particular device. So assuming you're using the international version, you want to go ahead and click on the first link here, HTC One Root, and it's going to open up a link to ZippyShare where I've gone ahead and uploaded the file. And for some reason the file is actually not up, but when this video is finished, the file will be up and running, so you guys can download that. And once you've gone ahead and downloaded it, you'll have a zip file. Now, in order to open it, you'll need to have a tool called WinRAR. Now, you can download this for free at this website. Again, all links will be in the description. And there is a 32-bit or 64-bit version. Go ahead and download whichever one is applicable to you. For me, I'm using 64-bit, but you guys may be on 32-bit, so choose whichever one you need and go ahead and install the program. Now, once you've gone ahead and got the program downloaded and installed on your machine, you can go ahead and download my file, and you'll open it up and you'll see a file inside there. It'll be a folder named HTC One Root. Now, you want to go ahead and drag that whole folder and extract it to your desktop. And once you've gone ahead and extracted it to your desktop, you can close the RAR archive or zip archive, and inside there you'll have all of these files which you'll need. So once you've gone ahead and you've opened up this folder, you'll see all these files here. Now let me just quickly talk about all the files in here. So we've got the fastboot, ADB, and all the appropriate DLLs needed to run it, and we've also got here the HTC driver. So go ahead and install this if you're having troubles with Windows installing it automatically. And inside here you'll have some recovery images. Now the first one here, Open Recovery TWRP M7.img. This is for the international variant only. Same goes for the Recovery Clockwork Touch. That is again for the international version only. However, this one here, Open Recovery TWRP 2.6 M7 WLS, is the Sprint version. So if you have a Sprint phone on the Sprint carrier network, then this is the one you're going to use. And lastly, you've got the supersu.zip, which is the file which is going to install the supersu binaries, which is going to give us root access. So once you've gone ahead and done this, you want to go and hold Shift on your keyboard and right click in the folder and then click on Open Command Window here. So once you're in the folder, you want to make sure that you're in the directory, and you want to go ahead and type in fastboot devices and make sure your device is charged and it's connected properly, and then hit enter. Now if it is connected successfully, you'll see a number here. I'll just right click here, go to edit, mark, and here is the actual device that's been identified. Now if you don't see anything in here, then it means that you haven't got drivers installed properly. So make sure you've installed the drivers from here. You may need to unplug or and then replug your device in. If it's not working, try another port. That's usually the quickest way to fix it. If you're using USB 3.0, try a USB 2.0 plug, or if you're using a USB hub, try unplugging some devices and just connecting it straight, and it should work fine. So once you've gone ahead and connected it in and you see that your device is detected, we're going to need to run a few commands. Now I'll list all the commands that you need in the description. So the first thing you want to do is type in fastboot space OEM space get, and then after get you want to do underscore identifier underscore token, and then hit enter. Okay, I may have made a mistake with that command. So I actually made a mistake. So you just want to go fastboot OEM and then space get space identifier underscore token. Okay, so once that's all done, you can go ahead and hit enter. Okay, I've mucked up again. Can't type today. So you just want to type in fastboot OEM space get underscore identifier underscore token. Okay, so that's spelled correctly. Okay, so I've got an error message here, bootloader command error. So once that's, if you see that message, on your phone, you'll need to use the volume keys and just go to reboot bootloader and then press the power key. Okay, so once that's done, your phone should boot back into the bootloader. Alright, so once it's in bootloader mode, I forgot to mention that, sorry, you can go ahead and run the command again. So I'm going to type in fastboot OEM space get underscore identifier underscore token, and there you have it. So once you see this, this is your unique identifier token. So this is going to be different depending on what sort of device that you have. So once you got this, you want to keep this open and just go right click here and then go to edit and mark, and you want to click on the side here and then drag all the way down. So sorry, you want to go through here. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's up to here, so hang on. So you just want to go through here and copy all of that text there, okay? And then right click and it'll copy it to the clipboard, and then open up a program like Notepad. I'm going to open up my favorite program here, Notepad++. I'm going to go ahead and launch that open, and you can go ahead here and paste that in here. So I'm just going to go paste, and you got it there. So once that's done, you can quickly go into your browser and go to this website here, HTC Dev, and you need to make an account and register, and make sure that you check your email to activate your account, and keep your email open because we'll need a file from there soon. So once you've gone ahead and you've logged into the site, you'll need to follow a few steps. So I'll quickly just pause this video and come back once I've logged in. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and registered an account at htcdev.com, you need to check your email for an activation link, and then you can go through and set that up. So once you're done, you want to go ahead and click on Unlock Bootloader, and then click Get Started. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and done that, it's going to ask you what device you have, and we're just going to go through and select, just scroll right down here and go All Other Supported Models, and then click Begin Unlock Bootloader. Okay, so that's going to go through and ask you want to go hit yes. Alright, so once that's through, you should be on the next page. Internet's a bit slow at the moment, and we want to go to, we want to check mark all of these here, and then click Proceed to Unlock Instructions. Alright, then we want to scroll down here, and we want to go Proceed to Step 5. And this has got pretty much everything that we covered before. Now it's going to ask, show you guys here the correct way to actually copy everything. So I think I actually made a error when I copied mine. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it again just to show you guys. So you want to go ahead and right click here, go to edit, mark, and you just want to start from here. So, and then drag down like that. May take a little bit of time to get used to it, and then just right click here, and that'll copy it to your clipboard, and then paste it into your favorite text editor like I have here. So that should get you through. So once you've done that, you just want to scroll down here, and we're going to copy our identifier token, and we're going to paste it in here, and then click submit. And what that's going to do is it's going to generate a random file which is unique to our device, which will contain the necessary code to unlock our bootloader. So now that that's done, you can go through and check your email, and you should have an email from HTC. So I've gone ahead and got an email here, and it's going to ask you to download a file called unlock_code.bin. So we're going to go ahead and download that, and we want to go save file. Okay, so just let that download, and we're going to drag that file into the same directory where all of our other stuff is in. So as you guys can see, now I have unlock_code.bin. Now this file will not be in the package, it is completely unique to your device, so you'll need to actually go ahead and do that. And once you've gone ahead and done that, you can close out of your email, you don't need that anymore. So I'm going to go sign out, and you can go ahead and close that now, and we can move on to the next step. So you can go ahead and log out of HTC Dev, you don't need that anymore, so you can go ahead and close that. And I'm going to go back to the folder here, and now you want to go into your command prompt here, which you should still have open, and just type in CLS, and that will clear out all the other stuff. That way we're clean. So we want to type in fastboot space flash, and then type in unlocktoken space unlock, and then put in _code.bin, and that's the file that you just downloaded and placed in the same directory. So I'm just going to quickly change this to a capital U, because that's the name of the file, and then click on enter, and that's going to go ahead and send the command to the phone. Now I'm just looking at my device right now, and you should see a screen that appears that says unlock your bootloader. Now again, this is going to wipe out your device, so make sure you backed up everything before this step. And once you see the screen, you want to press the volume rocker to go up, and then select yes, and then press the power button, and that will go ahead and commence the bootloader unlock process. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and once you're done that, your phone should reboot. And when it reboots, it'll be like the same day you bought it. It'll be fresh, new, and everything will be wiped out. And then after that, we're going to proceed with the next step, which is installing custom recovery. So go ahead and let your phone reboot, and once that's done, you can close out of command prompt here, and we'll come back on the next step. Jump back into settings and reconfigure the options we changed earlier, since they will no longer be present. Simply go to About Phone, Software Information, and then press More. Then tap the build number a bunch of times to again enable developer options, and then go back, developer options, yes, and then go ahead and check USB debugging, and then OK. Then hit back, power, and then scroll down and disable fastboot, and then you're good to go. So at this point, we want to go ahead and power down the phone once again. So you want to power it down, press power off, and it's going to shut down the device. And use the volume rockers, press volume down, and then power button, and that'll go into your bootloader. Okay, so once you see this and the little Android dudes on the skateboards, you're in the bootloader. So go ahead and use the volume rockers, and then go down to where you see where is it, fast boot, and then press the power button at the top, and you want to go down here until you see reboot bootloader, and then press the power button, and the phone should boot into the bootloader. So once it does that, you can go ahead and again connect it to your PC. So you should see here it's in bootloader mode, and at the top it says unlocked. So you know that the bootloader is unlocked now. So we're going to head and plug that in. Alright. So once that's plugged in, we'll go ahead and switch over to the PC. Okay, so now that we're back on the PC, it's time to go ahead and finish it off. So back in the folder, go ahead and hold shift, right click, and open command window here. Now that you're in command prompt once again, you want to type in fastboot flash, and then space recovery, and then type in the name of the file for your specific recovery. So for me, I'm going to type in open recovery TWRP M7. So I'm going to type in open, and then type in recovery, and if you just hold the tab, it'll autofill the name for you, and then just hit enter, and it's going to say sending recovery, writing recovery, and then you're pretty much good to go. So at this point, you can go ahead and close command prompt, and you can go ahead and on your device, go ahead and restart it. So you can go ahead and use the volume keys and then select reboot, So you want to go ahead and reboot that now, and it's going to restart the phone. Okay, so once the phone has restarted, we can go ahead and copy the supersu.zip file to our internal storage. So I'm just going to let this install the drivers here, and it shouldn't take too long. Windows is fairly good at installing the drivers, and once that's done, you'll pretty much be able to flash that and have root access on your device. So it won't take too long. I'll see if I can get this done. And now that your phone is connected, as you guys can see, it has appeared there. So it's just installing a few additional drivers. I'm going to right click here on the supersu and then select copy. Then I'm going to jump into my computer and then go to internal storage and then paste it in this directory. Now that you've done that, you can close out and disconnect your phone, and I'll show you guys the last steps which are on the device. Upon copying the supersu zip file, we want to boot back into recovery as shown previously. Now just go over and head over to the recovery option and then press the power key. Your phone should begin and you'll see some writing that says entering recovery. Now you'll see the TWRP recovery or clockwork mod recovery. So you want to go ahead and press install and then scroll down and select your update supersu.zip and then swipe to flash, and it's going to go ahead and flash. And now that you've done that, you can go ahead and reboot the system and you will have full root access on the device. So now you can go ahead and go to the Play Store and install all your favorite root apps, stuff like Titanium Backup, ROM Manager, set CPU for root users, all that sort of stuff. You can go ahead and install that now on your device and you should be able to use it without problems. So we'll just quickly wait for this device to come back on, and once that's done, we'll have a look and prove that the device is indeed rooted. So you guys can see Android is upgrading, and I'll quickly pause and come back. Actually, it's already finished. So I'll quickly go to the app drawer here, and you guys can see if we scroll down, we have supersu. So we're going to go ahead and open that up, and we want to hit no thanks. And there you are, we have full root access. So we have supersu. You can go ahead and update the binaries if you're connected to Wi-Fi, and then go ahead and install all your favorite root apps. Alright, that's all for this particular tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more great videos like this. Check out our Facebook and Google Plus pages, all links for those in the description down below. And also check out my website, agrtech1.com. The store will be coming soon, so you'll be able to have a look at our online store shortly. That's all for this video, and until next time, this is AGR Tech 1 signing off.